What's up, people? I am AJ Williams, and welcome back to another video of Infinite Interest. And in this video, we're about to tap into our chef-like abilities by cooking some Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. Now, along with these Philly cheesesteak egg rolls, we'll also be making some beer dip to go along with it. So for ingredients, the first thing we need is just some steak. I got some sirloin thin cut steak, real simple. The next thing we need is onions and bell peppers. Now, I personally don't eat onions or bell peppers, so I don't have that. I'm not using that. The next thing we're gonna need is some shredded mozzarella or provolone cheese. I got mozzarella. The next thing we're gonna need is some egg roll wrappers. Now, I got the egg roll wrappers plant-based. These were the first ones I saw, first ones I picked up. I don't know how many other egg roll wrappers there are out there, but this is what I got. Next thing you're gonna need is some oil for cooking and some oil for frying. Now, I'm gonna fry these egg rolls and I'm also gonna bake them just to tell the difference in taste and texture. Now, for your beer dip, you'll need some butter. You're gonna need some flour. You'll need some beer. Now, I forgot the beer. I didn't get the beer, so I got wine. I don't know how different it's gonna taste since I got wine, but I wasn't about to go back to the store and get some beer, so I just got some wine. This is Moscato, Salt of the Earth. If you know, you know. But yeah, we're gonna try it with the wine instead of the beer. You also need some shredded cheddar cheese, and you're gonna need some garlic powder and some salt, and that's it. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is take some oil and heat our pan up for the steak. All right, now, while that's heating up, I'm gonna just take my steak and cut it up real small, real fine, so it can cook easier and cook faster. All right, so now we're just gonna take this steak and cut it up real fine, real small. It's already thin, so that's good. All right, so we got our steak cut now. So now we got our steak cut. This we'll save for later, just in case we need more. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw our steak in the pan. That's popping. All right, so while that's cooking, you just go throw in your favorite seasonings and season it up. All right, so I'm gonna just go with some Tony's, a little bit of Tony's. Then I'm gonna go with some steak salt, some steak seasoning, I mean. Next, I'm gonna go with some onion powder. Some garlic powder. And a specialty of that Dano's. If you know about that Dano's, you know about that Dano's. We're going with the Dano's spicy. All right, and it don't take long. It's just about done. Probably only been here about 2-3 minutes maybe. So if you're cooking it at home, just make sure you're watching it. You don't want to, get that tough, extra well done steak. Nobody want that. All right, so it's just about done. I'm gonna go ahead and get my mozzarella cheese. What you gonna do, you gonna take the mozzarella cheese and you go stir it in with the steak. Yeah, that's what you want right there. And you want to stir the cheese in until it's nice and melted. All right, so that right there is about what you want. I don't know if y'all can see that, but how it's nice and melted and blended and just all together. So we gonna set this to the side and we gonna let that cool. We're gonna sit there, we're gonna let that cool for about 5 minutes. And in the meantime, we'll get started on our egg roll wraps. Now, for these egg roll wraps, you wanna grab 2 of them to wrap with because 2 makes it just a little bit more crispier. So, like I said before, I'm gonna bake some and I'm gonna also fry some. With the amount of steak that I got, for right now, I'm gonna just go 2 and 2, so 4 altogether. I'm gonna do 2 fried and I'm gonna do 2 baked, just to see how they taste, how different they taste. And also, what I'm gonna do for my egg roll wraps, I'm gonna get an egg and just crack it open, just so I can take the yolk of the egg and put it around the edges to make it easier to wrap and stick together and seal. All right, so we're just gonna take 1 egg. What? Disregard that. We gonna cut that out. All right, so now we're just gonna take a little bit of egg yolk and wipe along the edges, just so it can make it easier for the wraps to seal. All right, that should be good. All right, people. So I already did 2 egg rolls, and me being as silly as I am, wasn't recording. I was not recording at all. So I'm gonna try my best to go over everything I just did by myself. So I think I already covered this part about just taking the egg yolk and going around the edges to make it get a better seal. Now all I'm doing is taking some steak, the steak that we let cool down, putting it right here in the middle. Not too much, but just enough. That actually might be too much right there, but we'll make it work. Now, I'm also going to add just a little bit more of mozzarella cheese. All right. So now I am going to try to wrap this as best as I can. Now, from what y'all see already, I didn't do too bad when I wasn't recording. So I'm gonna try to make this one my best one. But basically, I just start in the corner, press it down right there, push the ends, the outside in, and I just start wrapping as tightly as I can. And as you can see, it want to pop out. So I just get that in there, get that in there, wrap, and keep wrapping until, boom. See, it ain't horrible, but it ain't perfect either. But hey, we getting there. All right, I'm gonna take a pot, let it heat up, get my oil ready. All right, so while I'm waiting on that oil to heat up, it says to about 350 degrees, but I have no way of telling 350 degrees. So, you know, I'm gonna just take how we do, throw a little water in there, a little flour or something like that, and you know, see what engages from there. But while that's going on, I'm gonna get my baking pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and preheat this oven to 400 degrees. All right, so you're gonna take your baking pan, just cover it, a small portion of it with some oil. All right, so I'm gonna take 2 of these egg rolls, like I said, to bake. And these other 2 are gonna be here to be fried. So in the meantime, while I'm getting the oil time to heat up and getting the oven time to preheat, I'm gonna clean up a little bit, and we're gonna try to hurry up and make this beer dip while we're waiting on everything else. So for our beer dip, and in this case, rather wine dip, you're gonna take 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of flour, and you're gonna mix that up until you create a roux. Roux is a word I had to look up. Had no idea what it was, but it's basically just a thickened type of liquidy mixture of butter and flour, or any ingredients that you're mixing up. You just want it kind of thick, but also runny. You just go stir this up until you create that roux. Well, I must be mistaken with this roux, because this ain't what they say roux supposed to be. This is hard. This is, I don't know what I did wrong. I'm gonna just move on to the next step, and hopefully it come out to what it's supposed to be. All right. So now it tells us to slowly mix in your beer, in this case, wine, and the milk. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'll tell you what, it smells good, but they say cook until thickened, and then when thickened, you go add in the cheddar cheese. All right, it may not look good, but it smells good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let this cook until it thickens up. Don't know how long that's gonna be, but once it thickens up, then I'm gonna add in the cheddar cheese. All right, y'all keep a close eye on that. But I think our oil is just about ready. Yeah, it's just about, yeah, it's ready. It's ready. In the oven. Oh, we're about to burn it down. Hold on. All right. Now that we got that under control, let's check back on our dip. It's definitely kind of thick, but I don't know. I'm gonna add some more milk and add some more wine and see if that helps. I think it's about ready. Now let's go ahead and throw in our egg rolls to be baked. And we're just gonna let them sit in there for about 10 to 15 minutes, but I'm gonna flip them probably halfway through. I'm gonna flip them. And this is where the real test comes in at. Put this egg roll in this grease. This is from the test you. right, that's one. So far, so good. Oh, it's opening up on me. Hold on. All right, that egg roll kind of messed up. It opened up. But I'm still leaving in there though. It looks like they've already though. Sit that down. I think that grease may have been a little bit too hot. Let me show you what I messed up at. Wasn't all the way wrapped fully, so kind of got an egg roll that's kind of messed up. But this egg roll right here, some people would call it burnt. I wouldn't, but I think that is pretty good. I think that's gonna be a good egg roll. This one, I had to cut that off and clean it up a little bit. But we're gonna sit these to the side. Didn't take long. That took about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It said 2 to 3 minutes. It did say 2 to 3 minutes. That literally took 2 minutes to get that looking like that. To get that looking almost burnt, or burnt if you want to call it that. So be careful. And I probably had too much oil in that pot too. All right, people. So I cleaned up my bad egg roll just a little bit. If you sit it down this way and turn it that way, you won't even notice. But they still cooling off. I'm gonna throw some light oil on the top of them, and then hopefully our dip be good. If the dip ain't good, I got some A1 in the refrigerator for backup. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna try them out, and then by that time our bacon should be done. All right, now people, look, that dip coming on along now. I think it just needed more milk and probably some more wine. I think I'm gonna add some more wine to it too. But now it's becoming something like dip, like sauce or something. We getting there. We getting there. All right, look, it's just about time for us to flip our egg rolls as bacon. So I'm gonna go and do that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yes, sir. Yeah, I think those gonna be good too. All right, now y'all see that dip? That dip is looking real dippish. I'm telling you. I think it's about ready. I'm gonna add some salt to it just for the taste, and we're gonna try it out and see how we did. All right. I think they look all right. I don't know. They busting out just a little bit, but they look all right to me. All right, let's try a dip, see how it tastes. It ain't horrible. It's a weird taste though. I can taste that wine though, for sure. I'm gonna try with the egg roll. I'm gonna try it.
All right, people. So we got our egg rolls that were baked, and we got our egg rolls that were fried, and we got our wine dip. Everything was trial and error. Everything was first time. So don't judge. You just go try it for yourself. You just go try it for yourself. But I'm finna take a bite out of it and see how it tastes, man. All right, people. The time has come. We got our baked egg rolls and we got our fried. First, I'm gonna try to fry it. And we also have our dip. So first, I'm gonna go with the fried. I'm gonna try to fry it with our wine dip. Oh, that's good. Mmm. 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 Oh no, that's good, bro. Oh man. That's real good. Oh yeah. See, it ain't always about pretty. Everything gotta be pretty, but it is good. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Oh my god. Oh yeah, your boy did that. Oh yeah, your boy did that. All right. The bacon was still kind of hot, but let's go with the bacon. Oh, that's real hot. Mm-mm. Oh. That bacon's good too. It's hot. It's a lot more crunchy. It's a lot harder on the inside. The fried is kind of soft on the inside and hard on the outside, but the baked is hard on the outside and inside. That's good though. Listen, these egg rolls are good. All right, let me put that down. All right, man. All right. That's all I got for y'all today. I cooked some Philly cheesesteak egg rolls with some wine dip. At first, the wine dip didn't turn out good. Thought it was gonna fail actually, but actually turned out real good. Fried egg rolls, despite issues that we had with the egg roll wrap, still delicious. The baked, honestly, I believe the baked tastes better than the fried, and I was not expecting that. But that is it for now. Y'all go try it out for yourself. Real quick, real simple, real easy. Philly cheesesteak egg rolls.